This is not the video I was planning on making this week when it comes to the London 252 project, but you know what? These things, they happen. I have developed, I believe, shin splints.
All that I can do is say,
Okay, so pretty much what happened was a couple weeks ago I was running on the treadmill and I had used some older shoes. I've used these shoes numerous times beforehand on the treadmill, but I was using older shoes on the treadmill for a speed session, and I'm pretty sure those shoes aided in the escalation of shin splints for me, which is not necessarily ideal for me right now because I'm in a training block for the London Marathon. But I'm going to be still seeking my 252 goal, but the thing is that I have to push back training a little bit. So this week is a little bit different when it comes to training, but that's okay. Still getting things kind of done. Right now, the area shown over here is the area that kind of hurts a little bit on my shin. It doesn't hurt all the time. It hurts in the first maybe mile or so during my run. So this whole week I was actually concentrating on getting a couple miles in here and there, but I actually backed off a little bit. I did a little bit of cross training. I did a bike ride and I did a rowing session as well, kind of make sure that I took some of the pressure off of my leg just to make sure that I'm not necessarily doing anything wrong. I've been seeking some help from a couple PT friends. I'll put a link to them below. But it's one of those things where I'm kind of just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time. I really feel like I still can get this 252 goal. I spoke to my coach and she said that pretty much as long as I have 10 to 12 weeks of solid training, I still can reach this goal. So we will see what happens during that time period. But when it comes to this specific week, here are the workouts that I was actually doing, and here's the breakdown how I actually did it. So it is Monday morning. It's actually a lot brighter out this morning. I have off today. It's Martin Luther King Day, and it also snowed last night again. But this morning I'm gonna go outside and do an easy run, 9 miles, easy effort pace, hoping that everything's all right, hoping the roads look pretty good. As of right now, they look okay. Not on our front drive right now, but yeah, I'm gonna get this run in and enjoy some sunshine this morning because the rest of this week is going to be cold. It's going to be dark, just like the norm, but it's actually going to be a little bit colder out to tomorrow, and on Wednesday it's going to be closer to 0 or negative temperatures. But today we're going to spend some time outside. Let's get after it. So this road that I'm on right now is like completely dry. Like it didn't even snow at all on this road. It's so wild. I had to stop for a minute. I went up this massive hill here and it's covered in snow. And I feel like this easy run is slowly turning into like more of a tempo run just based off my heart rate. Holy cow. A little over 9 miles done this morning. It is a snowy morning, actually. Running in the snow is hard, but I got the work done. It is definitely cold out here now. It's gonna be colder the rest of the week, but you know what? We're starting the week off strong outside in the sunshine, which feels amazing. I feel like the next couple of runs are gonna be indoors. It actually was a little bit warmer out there because the sun was shining, which is actually great. It was a great run. The thing is that it was very difficult to run in the snow. I felt like this workout was more like it wasn't supposed to be, it was an easy run. It was supposed to be an easy run. I felt like it seemed more like a tempo run based off of my heart rate, just because running in the snow is very difficult, and also trying to dodge ice and cars and everything else like that. But I'm glad I went outside and got it done. The only thing is that I feel like I always try to like look at the data after I get done a run, and as soon as I get done my run, the Chorus watch, like the whole ecosystem kind of does its whole like data, whatever, calculating and everything like that. But I feel like at the end of the run, it said my efficiency was low, and I feel like the last time that ended up happening, my marathon prediction time went in the wrong direction, and I feel like it's one of those scenarios where I just need to eliminate the marathon prediction portion on my Chorus app, just to get rid of that, because I feel like I kind of always get fixated on that and like, oh, I could definitely run this, or I definitely can run this. There will be days where there's going to be runs that don't necessarily go my way, or my heart is going to be a little bit higher on easy effort runs, or in this case, I'm running in the snow outside and it's a little more difficult to run. There are going to be days like this that actually is going to slow my pace down, make my heart rate go up a little bit, or vice versa. It's one of those scenarios where I have to make sure I don't necessarily fixate on those. So today's run was a success. I got outside, ran in the sunshine, ran outside when it's a little bit cooler outside, and honestly, it was a good run. Great way to start the week off. The rest of this week, though, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be indoors because it's supposed to be in the low single digits, if not in the negative temperature. So I'm going to see what happens. Right now, I'm going to finish my protein shake, and I'm going to go outside and shovel some snow because that needs to happen. Yay. Both Monday and Tuesday were 9 easy effort miles. On Tuesday, I decided to run on the treadmill, not only because it was cold and icy outside, but also to run on a softer surface. My shin was bothering me a little bit, but not as much as I thought it would have. The pain level was around like a 3 or so out of 10, but it was enough for me to decide to take the next couple of days off.
Next to no benefits.
I know. God, what is that?
Exactly.
Close, man.
No, this would not happen if we had
Now, just because I was off from running didn't mean I was necessarily off from doing any kind of activity. Now, I had a running interval workout that I had planned for Wednesday, and I decided to mimic that on the bike. And on Thursday, I did a rowing session, and I forgot how much the rower works the whole body. But nonetheless, it was a great workout. Friday, I was back on the bike for a recovery ride. To be honest, I was itching to get back outside. But as runners, we have to learn to listen to our bodies, and also to take the proper precautions to not make it worse.
All right, it is Saturday morning, and eating my breakfast now, banana, and I'm having some oatmeal as well. I'm going to attempt to do a longer run outside today. My shin still feels a little wonky. My knee feels a little wonky, but I feel like I know a fix for that one. Not a quick fix, but I think I know what the issue is there, and I think I know what's causing the issue. So I'm going to go for a long run after I get my warm-ups in, my stretching done, obviously after I get done my breakfast, but I'm going to attempt to do this long run outside. The sun is shining, it's definitely a little bit colder outside. I think the temperature's like 14 degrees outside. No surprise there, but I'm going to attempt this and see how it goes. Now, I've already taken the past couple of days off, or off from running, and I feel like going outside for a run now is okay. It's not painful to walk, it's not painful to do anything like that, so I'm going to attempt a run outside and see what happens. Hopefully it's a good thing. Hopefully it kind of just goes away on its own. But I'm still going to be putting in the work and making sure I do all the necessary things in order to actually make sure that I'm running pain-free. But yeah, today I'm going to attempt anywhere between 8 and 12 miles. It could be 6 miles. I don't know. But let's get after it.
So the first 2 miles were a little rough. But right now, seems to be okay. I'm not sure. Definitely gonna be listening to my body and making sure I don't overdo it. But for right now, speed sessions and the high intensity are going to be a no-go for at least another week. At least that's what I'm thinking. I will say though, taking walk breaks and stopping every once in a while is a good thing, especially on this easy run, just because I want to make sure I keep it easy. My heart rate was just at 150 going up this one hill, so I need a minute. Ooh, another hill that I just went up. My heart rate was at 150. Ooh, definitely had to bring that down a little bit. Taking a little bit of a walk break, and I'm gonna keep going. All right, just got this run done. A little bit of a struggle bus run this morning, but still got the work done. Shin's feeling okay. I actually kind of warmed up after about 3 miles or so that's good. Definitely a tough run for an easy effort run, but you know what? Got out the door, still got something done. It was supposed to be 16 miles today. Didn't quite get there, but you know what? Any kind of progress is good progress. I'm still outside, still getting a run in, still feeling pretty good. Whew. Even though this was like a setback for me when it comes to training, I'm still going to try to at least train for this 252 goal with a couple of things altered a little bit when it comes to my actual training schedule, like lowering the intensity and lowering the volume. I still believe that I can actually still reach this goal with the right kinds of treatment and with the right amount of help. I'm not going to be throwing in the towel when it comes to hitting the 252 goal and crossing that finish line. Those are two things that I'm still going to be striving towards when it comes to this London Marathon build-up. The time goal that I always set for myself, I usually just kind of put those things out into the universe to see what would happen, but honestly, anything can happen when it comes to training and your training block, and I kind of like the actual challenge of these specific things because it actually challenges you, not necessarily physically, I mean it does a little bit, but it challenges you mentally and actually kind of works on that mental toughness a little bit as well at the same time period, and what you're willing to go through in order to actually reach the specific goal that you set for yourself. Will I get it? I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to work hard for it and we're going to see what happens. But for right now, I'm going to kind of ease back a little bit and get everything kind of taken care of and making sure that I'm running pain-free, or at least somewhat pain-free, or at least in that direction for that matter. We're just going to go from there. I mean, I feel like throwing in the towel would be the worst thing for me right now, especially when I'm so far away from race day. So with that being said, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. The different kind of mindset this specific time period would make being sure that I'm being more careful and cautious with my leg and making sure I'm not overcompensating or anything like that. I'm going to keep doing my strength training, keep doing my stretches, and I'm going to keep plugging away to see if I can try to meet that goal. But again, once again, I am not going to be throwing in the towel at all. I'm going across that finish line no matter what. If you happen to have any tips or tricks or anything like that when it comes to dealing with shin splints or anything like that, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you in episode, what's this, 5, 6? The next episode.
Always keep your head up, never let it beat ya.